Barakatha Yahweh,
Barakatha Yahweh,
Barakatha Yahushai,
Barakatha Yahushai,
Barakatha Yahweh,
Barakatha Yahweh,
Barakatha Yahushai,
Barakatha Yahushai,
Barakatha Yahweh,
Barakatha Yahweh,
Barakatha Yahushai,
Barakatha Yahushai,
Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai,
Yahweh Shem Yahushai,
Waha Rakakodash Barakatham.
Waha Rakwa Kodash Barakatham.
Shalom. My name is Brother Lawyer from the Great Millstone Miami Camp, and with me,
Shamar from GMS Miami.
And first and foremost, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to all that come out there pushing the word of Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai in truth and sincerity.
That's right.
Today, Lord willing, this is edifying. We're going to go into the Roman Empire and proving that the Romans were Edomites, okay? By going through the different precepts and prophecies and linking it all together, man. Linking the Romans with the prophecies and the scriptures concerning Esau, showing that they was the same people. You know, because you got a lot of scoffers out there coming up saying otherwise, that the Romans weren't Edomites. You got people in general, and then on top of that, you got brothers that's coming into the truth, new brothers coming into the faith that need to understand these things.
Yep.
Okay, so that's what we're gonna go into today, and Lord willing, this video is edifying. So without further ado, the first thing that we're gonna start off with through the Spirit is Daniel chapter 7 and 7 concerning the fourth beast.
All right, this is Daniel chapter 7, verse 7. After this, I saw in the night vision, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly. And it had great iron teeth. It devoureth and break in pieces, and stomp the residue with the feet of it.
Right. So it says this fourth beast, okay, was strong exceedingly. It was dreadful and terrible. Okay, it had iron teeth. It devoured and break in pieces and stamped the residue with the feet of it. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to touch on to prove, well, first of all, the first thing that we need to prove is that this fourth beast is talking about Rome. That's the first thing that we're going to do. Bottom line, out the gate, we're going to endeavor to prove that this fourth beast is talking about ancient Rome. Okay, and the way we're going to do that is by going to First Maccabees, chapter 8, and if you don't mind starting at verse 1 for me, brother.
You said First Maccabees 8. 8 and 1. All right, cool. This is First Maccabees chapter 8, verse 1. Now Judas had heard of the fame of the Romans, that they were mighty and violent men.
Right. So Judas, okay, Judas Maccabeus, heard of the fame of the Romans, that they were mighty and valiant men. Okay, mighty and valiant. These are rough guys. They know how to fight wars. Okay, they have a strong military. That's what's being described here. Okay,
and such as would lovingly accept all that join themselves unto them, and make a league of enmity with all that came unto them. Now they, Salaki, verse 2, in that they were men of great valor. It was told him also of their wars and noble acts which they had done amongst the Galatians, and how they had conquered them and brought them under tribute.
Right. So now remember, we read about this fourth beast, okay? How it was dreadful, it was terrible, it was strong exceedingly. It had great iron teeth. It devoured and break in pieces. It stamped the residue with the feet of it. Okay, so this is what is that describing? That's describing this the power. Okay, the how powerful this beast was. Okay, how nothing could stand against this beast. Okay, and here we are in First Maccabees chapter 8, reading about the Romans. Okay, and how they were mighty and valiant men. Right, how they were men of great valor. Okay, it was told them about their wars and their noble acts, how they conquered the Galatians. Okay, so this is an empire, okay, that's being talked about, that's not to be trifled with. Okay, they go around the world, whoever they fight, they taken down. Okay, keep going.
What, Maccabees?
Yes, Maccabees 8 and 3.
You want to switch the tab back to?
Oh, Salaki. First Maccabees 8 and 3.
All right, back at First Maccabees chapter 8, verse 3. And what they had done in the country of Spain for the winning of the mines of the silver and gold which is there, and that and that by their police and patience,
by their policy.
Oh, so like by their policies and patience, they had conquered all that place, though it were very far from them. And the kings also that came against them from the uttermost part of the earth, till they had discomfited them and giving them a great overflow, so that the rest did give them tribute every year.
That's right. So wherever they went, okay, from the and whoever came against them got trodden down, got defeated. Okay, no matter where it was from, no matter how far they was from, by their policy, by their patience, by their military might, they were able to take down and crush everybody. Okay, that came against them. Okay, or anybody that they wanted to conquer. Okay, so that's also in alignment with the picture, okay, or the depiction of the fourth beast in Daniel's chapter 7. Okay, showing you what that fourth beast is talking about Rome. Okay, keep reading, brother.
Tab.
Oh, Salaki, bro.
It's all good. You want to scroll down a little bit too?
Yeah. Where are we? Verse 4?
Yeah, 5.
5? Okay. Con.
Cool. All right. Verse 5. Besides this, how they had discomforted in battle Philip and Perseus, the water. Perseus, king of the Kittims, with others that lift up themselves against them and had overcome them. How also Antiochus, the great king of Asia, that came against them in battle, having 120 elephants, and with horsemen and chariots, and a very great army, was discomforted by them. And how they took him alive and covenanted that he and such as reign after him should pay a great tribute and give hostage, and that which was agreed upon.
Khan, do you mind jumping down to verse 11, please?
Khan, no problem. Jumping down to Maccabees chapter 8, verse 11. It was told him, besides how they destroyed and brought under their dominion all other kingdoms and isles that at any time resisted them.
Right. So it was told him, okay, this is what Judas Maccabeus is hearing. It was told him, besides all of these things that he had already heard about the Romans, how that they destroyed and brought under their dominion all other kingdoms and isles that at any time resisted them. Okay, so that again is in alignment, okay, and paints an even more vivid picture of what's written in Daniel 7:7 about how this fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, strong exceedingly, okay, stamped the residue with the feet of it, break and devour everybody in pieces. Okay, now if you don't mind, let's see. Actually, keep reading from there, please.
Verse 12. But with their friends and such as reviled upon them, relied upon them, they kept enmity, and that they had conquered kingdoms both far and nigh, insomuch as all that heard of their name were afraid of them.
Right. So that goes into what? The fourth beast being dreadful and terrible. I keep forgetting about this damn tab, Salaki Akim. Yeah, that was verse 12.
Yeah.
Khan. Okay, so that goes into them being dreadful and great and terrible. Okay, everybody who heard about them, all right, they were afraid. Okay, those that resisted them got murked. Okay,
trodden down underfoot.
They got trodden down underfoot. Everybody that wanted to be friends with them, it's all good. But if you resist them, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Okay.
Verse 13. Also that whom they would help to a kingdom, those reign, and whom against they would they displace. Finally, that they were greatly exalted.
So showing you the power and the dominion that this fourth beast, okay, which is the Roman Empire, had. Now, let's go back to Daniel chapter 7, okay, and we'll read verse 7 again, because there's also another detail in there that also helps prove that that this fourth beast is Rome.
All right, back at Daniel 7:7. And this It's like after this, I saw in the night vision, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly. And it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns.
Right. So it says that it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. Now, jumping back to First Maccabees 8, and starting at verse 14, goes into how they were diverse, okay, from all the other kingdoms, okay, and all the other beasts for them, which the beasts are the kingdoms, are other kingdoms, okay.
First Maccabees chapter 8 and 14. Yet for all this, none of them wore a crown or was clothed in purple to be magnified thereby.
Right. So it says none of them wore a crown and was clothed with purple to be magnified thereby. So basically, it wasn't your traditional
rulership.
Monarchy, rulership, pretty much. Okay, go ahead.
Moreover, how they had made for themselves a senate house, wherein 320 men sat in council daily, consulting always for the people, to the end they might be well ordered. And they had and that they committed their government to one man every year, who ruled over all their country, and that all were obedient to that one, and that there was neither envy nor emulation among them.
Right. So that diversity, okay, them being diverse from all the other beasts that were before them, okay, part of that goes into how they had a senate, okay, the way they ran their empire. Okay, they had a senate, okay, you had 320 men that sat at council daily, consulting always for the people, okay, so that the kingdom was well ordered. All right, and that once every year
they chose a Caesar.
They chose one man, which was a Caesar.
Yep.
Okay, so that goes into that diversity. Okay, so that goes to show you that this fourth beast in Daniel chapter 7, okay, is speaking about Rome. Okay, so that's what that's talking about. Now,
you still on Maccabees, or you done?
I'm done with Maccabees for now. Now let's now that we know that this is talking about Rome, now we're gonna go through some scriptures to show, in different parts of the scriptures how Rome is being described. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is go to Second Ezra chapter 11, and start at verse 1, please.
This is Second Ezra chapter 11, verse 1. Then saw I a dream, and behold, there came up from the sea an eagle with which had 12 feathered wings and 3 heads.
Right. So it says that Ezra is seeing a vision. In the vision, he sees an eagle come out the sea, out of the ocean. Okay, and it had 12 feathers or 12 feathered wings and 3 heads. Okay. Now, when you jump down to verse 38, please, it'll tell you that this eagle that's being described is the fourth beast.
Second Ezra chapter 11, verse 38. And it reads, Hear thou, I will talk with thee, and the highest shall say unto thee, Art not thou it that remainest of the four beasts, whom I made to reign in my world, that the end of their time may come through them? And the fourth came and overcame all the beasts that were past.
Right. So right here, okay, the Lord speaking, okay, to this eagle, so to speak, okay, this vision of this eagle, all right, and it's describing this eagle as the fourth beast, okay? The fourth beast from where? The fourth beast from the book of Daniel, okay? Go to Second Ezra, please, chapter 12, verse 10, please.
All right, no problem.
Salakia.
There you go. This is Second Ezra, chapter 12. You said verse 10?
Yes.
Verse 10. And he said unto me, this is the interpretation of the vision.
Mm-hmm.
The eagle whom thou saw, who thou sawest come up from the sea, is the kingdom which was seen in the vision of thy brother Daniel.
Right. So what's being told to Ezra here is that the vision of the eagle that he saw, okay, is the kingdom that was seen by his brother Daniel. And we just read in the previous chapter in 2nd Ezra 11, okay, that this eagle was the fourth beast.
The fourth beast.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, this fourth beast, which is the Romans, mm-hmm. is being described as an eagle.
Yep. Oh, shoot.
Huh. What does what does that sound like?
Obadiah?
That sounds like the book of Obadiah to me.
Obadiah?
Okay. So let's go to the book of Obadiah. All right. We're gonna go to chapter 1, which is the only chapter. You know, Salakia. You know, it's Salakia. Okay, so we're gonna go to Obadiah. All right, the only chapter, and we're gonna read from verse 3 to verse 4, please. It's a small book, ain't it? Yeah. It's that.
I'll just be flipping over it by mistake.
Yeah. Damn.
It's all good.
It's all good.
So I got a context. I need to get me some set. What's just called them tabs.
Yeah.
Put on the side of my Bible, my sword. Hey, most house right there, bro. All right. You said 3.
Yeah, 3 and 4.
All right. This is Obadiah, verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord Yahweh.
So, the Lord in the book of Obadiah is describing a certain people as the eagle. Okay, they have the symbol of the eagle. All right, or they're being described as having pride like an eagle. All right, they exalt themselves as the eagle. Okay, and that people that's being talked about is the Edomites, as you see in verse 1.
Yep.
Okay, so what does that tell you? That tells you that the Romans were Edomites. Okay.
And if I could say it, that was part of the fucking Romans culture regardless, because at the end of the day, there's several movies, like for example, The Eagle. All right, the movie about the Roman centurion or whatnot, this Roman soldier, man, all right, who went out to go fight the savages around that area to go get the golden Roman eagle back to bring back honor to his name, bro. All right, that's how the Romans rock. They always had the eagle on their shields. Their garments had the eagle on it, man. All right.
Con. Now, to help further illustrate the point, ain't no biggie. Jeremiah 49 and 16. This thing acting slow, man. Demons.
It's all good.
Jeremiah 49 and 16, please.
This is Jeremiah chapter 49 and 15.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It reads, for lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men.
Mm-hmm.
Thy terribleness hath deceived thee, and thy pride and the pride of thine heart, Salaki, and the pride of thine heart, mm-hmm. O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock,
mm-hmm.
that holdest the height of the hill,
mm-hmm.
Though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
Right. So now the next verse says that this is concerning what nation?
Also Edom shall be a desolation.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof.
Right. So it's saying that all these things are being spoken about the Edomites.
Yep.
Okay. They have they carry the eagle as a symbol of their nation. They're described as an eagle in the Bible multiple times.
They're proud.
Okay. They're proud, and it also says in verse 16, which is one of the points that stuck out to me. It says, "Thy terribleness has deceived thee." Right now, when you go back to Daniel 7, okay, the fourth beast was described as what? Dreadful and terrible. Okay. Now just to give some visuals. All right, I simple Google search. I went to google.com and I typed in the Roman Empire eagle. Okay, and what came up? The Aquila. Okay, of the Romans. And what is an Aquila? An Aquila. Okay, this is from the Wikipedia. All right, it says an Aquila or eagle was a prominent symbol used in ancient Rome, especially as the standard of a Roman legion. And that was that military. That was the movie that you was talking about. Okay, he went to go find what the eagle statue. That was the symbol of their military.
And can I say this?
Go ahead.
And that show you. Look, the eagle was the standard for what? The Roman legion, right? And guess what? That's who was bringing all that power to Rome. Their fucking military, man.
That's right. That's right. It says a legionary, which a legionary is basically a soldier that's part of a legion, okay, which is a platoon of 1,000, okay, or thousands of soldiers. A legionary, known as an aquilifier or aquilifer or eagle bearer, carried this standard. Each legion carried one eagle,
and that dude that carried the eagle was always in the front of the legion. Just toss that out, man.
It shows you that what? It showed that the Romans carried that symbol of an eagle with pride.
And that had to be up front.
And what did that show you? That shows you that they Edomites. Because it says the same thing about Esau in the prophecies, man, of Obadiah and Jeremiah. Okay? So it says the eagle was extremely important to the Roman military, beyond merely just being a symbol of a legion, a lost standard or a lost Aquila, okay, or a lost eagle statue, was considered an extremely grave occurrence, and the Roman military often went to great lengths to both protect the standard and to recover it if it was
hey, you brothers gotta watch the Eagle. If you haven't, you gotta watch the Eagle. That's the movie right there, bro. Damn, son.
God, I'm gonna read that again. A lost standard or a lost Aquila, okay, which is an eagle, was considered an extremely grave occurrence, and the Roman military often went to great lengths to both protect a standard and to recover it if lost. Okay, for example, see the aftermath of the Battle of Teutoburg Forest, when the Romans spent decades attempting to recover the lost standard of 3 legions. Okay, so that goes to show you the importance of the eagle, and it shows you that the Romans carried that eagle with great pride, man. It was very important to them. All right, and that directly links them to the Bible prophecies of Obadiah concerning Edom. Okay, now also when I looked up the Roman Empire in Google, all right, the Roman Empire came up, and it says the Vexi, and there was a picture, okay, on the Wikipedia. And this was one of the pictures. Okay, it's called a vexilloid. All right, and what do you see? This is a symbol of the Roman Empire. All right, it has red. Okay, Edom was red. Okay, and then it has the eagle as well. All right. So I think that's about it. You also have a vexilloid is basically a staff. Okay, and it has a carved animal on the top. And for some reason, okay, the Romans chose the eagle.
Because that's their symbol, bro.
That's their symbol. Why? Because they're Edomites.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Now,
going back to Daniel 7.
Yeah, let's go back to Daniel, and we read from 7. Actually, I feel like I should have a King James Bible in my hand right now.
You need one?
Yeah.
Get that one.
Con.
Just remarks on?
Yeah.
Alright.
There we go.
Alright. Back at Daniel 7. Let me give you time to get there. While I better get in there, one tidbit I wanted to add to show you that the Romans were the Edomites, alright? And who are the Edomites? The so-called white people. Because if you look at it, America, alright, being the capital of the Edomites, man, what do they rock? The fucking eagle, man. The same standard that the fucking Romans had. These fucking Edomites in America carry that same standard, man, to show that they the same people, man.
God.
You know?
God. Shit, Edomites rule America, right?
Yeah.
They carry the standard of the evil, right?
Yeah. That means America's wrong.
Also, Khan, and also, what do they base their politics? Okay, their sports arenas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where do they base that off of?
Rome, everything that happened in Rome, man, because they have a Senate House,
Khan.
Okay, that passes the bills, all right, and it's not every year, it's every 4 years, okay, every 4 years they do what? They choose a Caesar, man, a president, man.
Khan.
And whenever they go out to war, guess what? That fucking what it's called Aquila is always at front, man. All right, they carry that American flag with pride. American flag, it represents the eagle, man.
That's right. That's right. Hey, man. Even I remember growing up in school, you know, or going to like certain important government buildings where they have the American flag, and then on top of the pole,
it's a fucking gold eagle.
It's
just like Rome, bro.
Just like Rome. You see? Hey, man, ain't no getting exactly.
Yeah, that's the spirit. Ain't not doing this, son, man.
Hey, man, there's no getting around these scriptures, man. Ain't no getting around these scriptures. Precept upon precept, line upon line, man. Here a little, there a little. Why? So they can fall back and be broken and snared and taken, man. For all you scoffers out there.
That's right.
Okay.
Back at Daniel 7, and I read 7 again. After this, I saw in the night vision, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it, and it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and had 10 horns. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there was 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flames, and his wheels as burning fire. A fiery steam issued and came forth from before him. Thousands ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set, and the book was open, and the books were open.
Right, and that's talking about the Heavenly Father. Okay, so Daniel saw this vision, okay, of the Roman Empire, okay, which is that fourth beast, and after he saw that vision of the fourth beast, what did he see? He saw the Most High reigning. Okay. All right. So what does that go to show you? All right, that goes to show you that the Roman Empire, okay, that fourth beast is that last beast that's going to be reigning upon the earth before the Lord comes back and sets up his dominion. Okay. Now, when you go to the book of Obadiah, okay. All right, go to the book of Obadiah, and go to the last verse, please.
21. Okay. Obadiah verse 21. And Savior shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the Mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord's.
Right. So when the kingdom of the Lord, Yahweh Shai, is established, okay, the Edomites are going to be taken down. Okay. So that goes to show you that the Edomites are going to be ruling, all right, before the Lord comes back. They're going to be the last kingdom ruling before the Lord comes back. Okay. But when you precept that and mirror that, or put that side by side with Daniel chapter 7, we see that the fourth beast, which we proved is the Roman Empire, is going to be ruling before the Lord comes back and establishes his dominion upon the earth. Okay, showing you what? That the Edomites
are the Romans. And that shows you that America, because at the end of the day, where the Edomites ruling America, it shows you that America is Rome 2.0, man. It's just Rome revamped, man. You know?
It shows you that really America is an extension of Rome. Because America is that little horn. in verse 8 of Daniel chapter 7. Now, if you don't mind going to Daniel 7 and jumping down to verse 17, please.
Daniel 7:17. Just a second. Verse Daniel 7:17. These great beasts, which are four kings, which shall arise out of the earth. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
And that's right. So it says, these great beasts which are four kings or four kingdoms which shall arise out of the earth. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever and ever. Okay, so after the fourth beast reigns, the saints of the Most High are going to take the kingdom.
Yep.
Right? Who's the saints of the Most High?
The Israelites, the elect of the nation of Israel.
So the Israelites, okay, Jacob are the saints. All right. Now, what does it say in, if you don't mind jumping to 2nd Ezra, chapter 9?
Really? I don't even have to go to it. I can just quote it. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
That's right. That's right.
2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 9. And it reads, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow. I didn't even have to read it. I quoted it.
God. That's right. You see?
That's what it is.
So that goes to show you, man, all right, that fourth beast is Esau.
Yep.
Okay, the fourth beast is going to be reigning before the Israelites, before the saints take the kingdom. Okay, before Yahweh Shem Yahushai and the Israelites under Yahweh Shem Yahushai takes the kingdom, the fourth beast is going to be reigning. Now you jump to 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. It tells you that Esau is the end of the world, okay, but Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So that shows you what? That the Edomites and the Romans are the same people.
They're going to be ruling at last days.
They're the same people, man. Okay, the Romans were Edomites. Okay, and that's the point, man. All right, so hopefully this video was edifying and everything was concise and brought out in order. Okay, and helped establish, that part of the doctrine. Okay, precept upon precept, man. Okay, showing you that the Romans were Edomites, man, despite what these scoffers say, man. Okay, despite what these Edomites try to say to help squiggle and wiggle out their judgment, man. They the Edomites, and the Most High gonna judge them.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
All right? So with that, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the Akim out there pushing the word of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, and truth and sincerity. Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Waha, Rakak, Wadash, Barakathum. Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.